Hey guys, Noel here, and it is Saturday night. While the family's asleep, I thought it would be fun to do a live stream for the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. So we have Miss Cleo on in the background. She was on my talk show, embarrassing me with all kinds of painful childhood memories. But we won't let that disrupt things. I don't know, I've just been, for whatever reason, watching a lot of early 2000s infomercials as I, drift off to sleep. Really puts me in a happy place. So, anywho, we're definitely going to be playing some Final Fantasy 15 tonight because I am nearing the end of that game. I finally have some time to myself. Kids have been sick. I'm really hoping that I don't get sick, although I fear it may be an inevitability. But, what's the worst that can happen? We throw up on camera and our sub count goes up. Come on. So, have some hot-blooded Detective Joe over here. That's what I call my coffee, by the way. So, anywho, I don't know what there is to complain about or chat about thus far. Well, I was playing Final Fantasy 15 today. For whatever reason, Donald Trump's Meet the Press interview popped up on my YouTube recommendations, and I don't know, man. It was that was an hour of my life I'm not gonna get back, but I mean, it was fine. He just, the reporter was unfair as per usual, but I think if he, out of an hour interview, I think there might have been about 15 minutes worth of substance there. So it is what it is. But I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to start just rambling about politics right off the bat, but it was interesting to say the least. But I think he's the lesser of two evils, and that says something. Konnichiwa, Noel Sensei, just crossed from Tijuana, Mexico. You're in Mexico? Man, nice. Well, enjoy life south of the border. And, actually, now you're north of the border, so cool. What was the occasion for you going to Mexico? What'd you do down there? Get some sun and fun, maybe see some family, go to a underground professional wrestling show. I don't know, but I'm sure it sounds pretty cool. Yes, I'm seeing your YouTube has made some changes to their whole system here, so I'm seeing your notifications popping up here. It's actually fun. I'm going live now. Took a break, watched some AEW. The kids went to sleep. But I was actually on Sakura Stardust's live stream a little earlier tonight, and she was just kind of thumbing through some Japanese commercials and whatnot, and some of them looked pretty interesting. She's definitely a YouTuber with some really good taste. She was saying, I don't know, she seemed to know a lot about just random cool 80s Japanese commercials and late 80s, early 90s anime and City Hunter and stuff like that. So it is definitely cool to, run across a YouTuber with a lot of my similar tastes. So that's definitely cool. You ate a lot of tacos and even went to Hong Kong, which is Tijuana's famous strip club. Hey, nice. That sounds like definitely a fun trip. Tacos and strippers. Possibly not in that order, and I'm sure they overlap. If you get the innuendo. So good times. What was the occasion? Like, why did you go down there? Was it did you just feel like making a trip, or was something kind of cool going down, or I don't know. I just think it was interesting. I got this cool Expos hat. So I went to Saratoga. One of the reasons I wasn't live last Saturday was because my sister-in-law got married. She got married in Saratoga, New York, which is not known for its Cantonese-themed strip clubs. It's known for its horse racing and overpriced, consumer goods. So I went into this like shop on Saratoga Main Street because they said they were selling like Jordans, and like the markup on the shoes was like ridiculous. Now I'm the kind of guy who will buy just like any shoes I think look cool. Like if you go to Walmart, like the FUBU and the And Ones, like I'm actually like I really like the fact that they have these like Y2K brands for sale at Walmart now. And they kind of look like, like knockoffy Jordans or things like that, which I actually really like the aesthetic of. So I got zero problem buying like shoes at Walmart. But if I see like Jordans for sale, I want to check out the Jordans. So I go into this place. I'm thinking I'm willing to drop $130 on a pair of shoes. Although I don't, I got to be mindful, I got to pay the gym. I got to make sure, most importantly, that the home bills are taken care of, that stuff. But, we're on vacation. We're at a place that specializes in selling Jordans. I want to go check it out, right? Why am I bringing this up? Because this is the store I bought the hat in, right? So, like this hat costs like $50, right? Which is expensive-ish, but it's a fitted hat. It's really nice, and it's not that unheard of to buy a nice fitted hat for like $50. But the shoes in there were like ridiculous. Like they had like $130 shoes that were like $130 Jordans, like kind of like the cool, just kind of regular ones. They were selling them for like $275 and shit like that. And they were selling like Supreme trucker hats for like $115. I'm like, dude, no. But I saw this Expos hat and I was like, this looks really cool. So I got the Expos hat, and then I got a nice chicken sandwich, and then I went to the wedding, and then I watched The Late Shift on YouTube, which was an HBO movie about how Dave Letterman and Jay Leno were fighting over The Tonight Show. And Dave Letterman was right, Jay Leno was wrong, and a good time was had by all from the viewing experience. So there you go. You went to go visit your dad, bought food, and enjoyed the Tijuana nightlife with my friends. Cool, very cool, very cool. That's awesome. Did you come up from Mexico, or were you born in San Diego? You live about 10 minutes away from the border. Interesting. So cool. That's awesome, man. Portland, we get an influx of workers, mostly from Guatemala, which is, south of Mexico, obviously, but we do get some Mexicans. We had a pretty cool, we still do, we had a restaurant called Garcia's that specialized in like Mexican and Latin American food that was good. But then I think they moved, or the owner, they moved, and then the restaurant caught on fire. You were born and raised in San Diego, and very nice, very cool. Padres fan, I'm assuming. So anyway, so this Mexican restaurant burned down, and they opened up a new one, which I haven't been to, but I've heard it's good. But now we just got a Puerto Rican restaurant. Cortland's really cool. Like, it's this kind of white working class small town with a decent amount of diversity. And we do get these like just really cool little kind of pockets of culture. I live kind of in an old Italian neighborhood. We got the Italian restaurant. Then next to that, we got the Korean restaurant. Then down the street, now we've got a Puerto Rican restaurant. And then, we got an Italian bakery, and it's cool, man. It's a place where you might look at it and think it's like, oh, it's like all like conservative, white, trashy. But like, I like the down to earth nature and, just kind of random diversity you find in the area. While some people might want to get the hell out of here, I genuinely enjoy Cortland. You may notice I have some paint on my hands. I'm actually working on a big poster painting this place is kind of, I don't know if it's like a rival to Heroes and Villains, but it's Area 51. It's like downstairs in the kind of restored factory. Like upstairs we got the jiu-jitsu boxing gym and the comic shop, where I spend my time. And then downstairs there's like Area 51, which I will go to here and there because it's a long story about Area 51. But the guy basically is now opening up a spot in the back of the store where he's like putting up like murals from local artists. So I'm doing one of Sonic, Madonna, Princess Peach in her Milli Vanilli shirt, and then Mario and Luigi. I'll show you. It's coming along. I'm working on it in the basement, so we can go on a little field trip, check it out while Miss Cleo, stares into the soul of the radio callers. Call me now. Okay. Going in my basement. All right. So here's the Peloton where my workout happens. There's a computer monitor that is just kind of sitting there because I don't have space for it right now. It's not quite as good as my Trinitron. And here is the poster I'm working. I'm painting it right now, so I'm doing it with like paint markers, and I've got the I got Sonic, Peach, Mario, Luigi, and Madonna. So, I'm working on that. I don't know how, hopefully I'm holding the camera okay. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, look, there's my, kind of my hoodie shirt that I was looking for. So, whoa. Actually, you know what else is down here? I just saw it. This random VHS tape that says Uncanny X-Men Archangel. I have a feeling that this is a VHS tape from 1993. And I taped like the Fox Saturday morning stuff when my mom was teaching at Homer High School. So this may be interesting to pop in the old VHS player when we get to that portion of the live stream tonight. So, good times. Nothing really interesting going on in pro wrestling. Wrestle Dream is coming up. That looks pretty cool. Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, I guess, are going to tangle in a 3 versus 3 match with Chris Jericho and Kota Ibushi and Omega on one side, and then Don Callis' team. It's Takeshita, Guevara, and Ospreay. So, awesome basement I have. Well, that's where the magic happens. So, yeah, my basement, it serves the purpose of, me, getting my run on, and, overflow from the game room, and just general overflow, so I enjoy my house. So anywho, yeah, but I love that. I've only run a couple times this week. I should probably run more, but I didn't get to go to the gym on Friday because Santino was sick, so I didn't go for my Friday run. Normally I'll run 1.5 miles just to kind of, if you like boxing and jiu-jitsu, you got to keep your cardio going, and warm up your body before it kind of gets like shocked into training combat, which is you don't want that. So hey Noel, as Italian, do you consider yourself white, Latin, European? Yeah, it's actually a really good question. I guess I would consider myself white with flavor, because Italians definitely have something that's like distinct about them. But if you see them, like they're like, you generally kind of think like, oh, he's white, because, but it's not necessarily always the case. Like I know in the South in America, Italians were considered people of color, and to the point where not in like a widespread sense, but there were definitely violent crimes against Italians, at different points in American history. But yeah, I would consider myself white with an asterisk, I guess. So. Definitely, I've never felt any racial oppression or anything like that ever. Not, at least not that I can think of. But I definitely consider myself I feel different than, just the general white bread Becky kind of, kind of, not that there's anything wrong with that, but just like the general kind of vanilla Caucasian. I mean, Italians definitely have pros and cons to their culture. On the one hand, family's very important, religion's very important, community's very important. On the other hand, there's just there can be a lot of destructive tribalistic behavior and, abuse of recreational drugs and just, I don't know. Especially like when you get into like southern Italy, where I'm from, my family's from. Again, like those things are like more pronounced. Not so much like the drugs, but just like the general like gypsy bullshit that a lot of southern Italians will pull. I mean, it's very peasant oriented. Like there's a lot of it's like it's the family's very close, but it's kind of close not necessarily because they really care about each other. It's more like a tradition based on convenience, and there is like love and human relations that spill into that, but they'll also screw each other over if it benefits them. Again, not always, but that kind of thing can definitely happen, and you can definitely get a lot of abusive dynamics in male-female relationships, and just a lot of conniving, underhanded bullshit, and just a lot of excessive bureaucracy and oversight that can. I mean, it happens everywhere, but I like Italy. I love being Italian, but I don't really have any romantic views about the country or the culture because I've seen the negative sides of it in my family, and when stupid white people romanticize it just to kind of get their jollies, like, ooh, the mysterious, dangerous Italian. It's like, you're an idiot, Like, yeah, go. Why don't you go hook up with some guy who's gonna smack you around and see how much you like it, you're an idiot. And like, and all this, like, I've never liked mafia movies because I think it puts forward the worst aspects of human nature. I love spaghetti westerns though, and there's this like real bullshit like part of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly where I think it was like Tuco the ugly. His brother was a priest, and he was kind of like shaming Tuco, which was stupid. You shouldn't shame people because it's stupid. Judge not lest ye be judged. But Tuco's like, well, you're a pussy. You became a priest just to go hide because you're a coward. I'm the strong one. I took the path of the bandit, It's like, no, you're a dumbass because you took the path of the bandit. You just said you took the path of the bandit of your own free will. So you decided to take a path that's like dangerous to you and dangerous to the people around you because you're too much of a fuck up and you're too lazy to take the high road. Like, I have no real sympathy for that point of view. So anyway, but the priest brother was wrong to, kind of like shame and like, oh, get away from me, you coward, you screw. And he wasn't saying you were a coward, he was saying like, oh, you're beneath me because you're such a screw up and a burden, But so I mean, the thing is you shouldn't be judgmental and you should make good life choices. That is the. I mean, maybe Sergio Leone, that was kind of like the point he was trying to make. But I don't know. I love spaghetti westerns though because of the, I don't know, cool guys in survival mode aspect of them with really creative directorial aspects to the movies and that really kind of dramatic music, that wow, and very like bright bold colors. It's really beautiful stuff. So I love spaghetti westerns, but I don't like The Godfather, Goodfellas, all that stuff. Like, it's like some of my least favorite shit ever. And, like just these stupid, white bread American women that, it reminds me of like someone who would, it's like a mild version of some ditzy girl who would fall for a guy in ISIS, like it's like that kind of stupid, like, ooh, they're dangerous and mysterious, it's like, yeah, enjoy that. I mean, I do think that the Joker and Harley Quinn are an interesting couple mainly because they're both insane. And I like that kind of balance between comic book villain insanity and romantic relationship. Like, I think that's interesting. I don't think it's healthy. But again, they're primarily presented as, anti-heroes and people who get their comeuppance. It's not some kind of screwed up voyeurism and escapism for, white bread, middle class people who want to get their jollies. Like, it's the same thing like the movie Precious, right? Like that movie like is really not cool. I saw like part of it and I was like, dude, this is like voyeuristic bullshit for privileged white people so that they think they can feel something by watching like fat black people suffer. Like, what the hell are you doing? So yeah, I have like no patience for shit like that. Anywho, the best food in Europe is Italian, and the best food in Latin America is Mexican. I think that is accurate, my friend. Italians and Mexicans have much in common, even our flag colors. That is also true. You guys have the cool crest in the middle, though, so right on, right on. I used to watch a Mexican soap opera called Rebelde, and actually RBD, the Mexican pop group that was the star of that soap opera, they're back on tour. And Anahi, or Annie, I used to have a bit of a crush on and still do. She's this really hot, blonde Mexican girl who used to dress up like, like schoolgirl Britney Spears, and she had a star on her forehead. And yeah, Rebelde was just generally cool, and it had really good music too. I have that on tape. Actually, I used to tape that on Univision. And I remember back in the 2000s when like those like rubber Lance Armstrong wristbands were popular. I ordered like Rebelde wristbands. Their American CD kind of sucked though. I was really disappointed in that because their Mexican CD had like a lot of like kind of poppy energy to it, and then their American CD, yeah. Oh, I know Rebelde. Yeah, I love Rebelde. Actually, I have a I randomly came across a subtitled Rebelde DVD at a flea market and immediately bought it. Yeah. I also they did like a spin-off of Rebelde. Like, I know Rebelde, I think, started off as like a Portuguese soap opera. But like the Mexican one got more famous. And but then they did like Rebelde Familia or RBD Familia or something like that, and it was kind of like it was kind of like a parody of like the actual actors and actresses. It was kind of like a comedy type thing. So they weren't in their Rebelde characters, but at the same time they weren't like they weren't actually quite themselves either. It was kind of a professional wrestling gray area. So, but yeah, no, Rebelde was awesome. I saw like flipping through the channels and I'm like, what the hell is going on here? There's like all these like guys with like popped collars and rolled up sleeves, and these girls in like these Catholic schoolgirl like mini skirts and stuff. And then there was like really cool like kind of J-pop sounding, 80s sounding like synth pop but in Mexican. And it was good stuff. So I love me some Rebelde. And I know they're like kind of back on tour and stuff. So if you want to see some if you want to see some nostalgia naughty 900 commercials, here we go. You can check this out here. This is Noel After Dark right here.
Funny, loves movies as much as I do, and the Matchlink Singles Network found him for me. Introducing myself to Nina was easy. I just called.
Do I know Class A 406? I do not know that. I should check it out though.
For your picture perfect match, call the Matchlink Singles Network. The easy, fast, safe, and fun way to meet people.
So up next is like the Y2K babes here.
Chat with the We Are 18 girls.
Oh yeah, here you go, guys.
We Are 18, just $2.50 to $5.99 per minute for adults only. Always tan, always wet, and always having fun. There are only 2 ways to reach us, by phone at 1-800-WE-ARE-18 or on the web.
Man, the sexy Y2K aesthetics are real here, man. This is
We're just 18, and you can call us.
oh, dear God. All right. Anyway, so thank you. You're welcome for that, by the way. That's the end of that infomercial. Rai Uno, interesting. The Rai, yeah, for sure. So International Channel actually used to show stuff off the Rai, like Italian news and stuff like that. And my mom actually pays for the Rai, at least she used to. I think she still does. So I don't want to I don't know what this is, but I'm assuming I'm not going to get in trouble for showing Miss Cleo infomercials in the background. So, By the way, I mean, she's completely full of shit. She's not real. She's not Jamaican. She's not a psychic. I find there's something comforting about this. Like, I don't know whether it's just, engaging the 20-year-old part of me from 2001 or 2 or whatever, or if it's like the, Miss Cleo, like, counseling people or just the total lack of pretension and style. It's I don't know. I enjoy this for, it's I don't know, man. It's there's several things going on here that I enjoy. So, not that I'm endorsing tarot card readings outside of Marvel vs. Capcom and JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, where they may manifest themselves into, stands where you can, take your soul and turn it into a sexy invisible fighting robot. I imagine mine would be called Starship because of my love of Starship. And we built this city, so on and so forth. Cool. Well, I've rambled on, as per usual, for about a half an hour. Hey, I didn't complain about CM Punk. That's good. Because that dude is super annoying. Yeah. Oh, you know what's funny pro wrestling-wise, though? Hulk Hogan was, I guess, on Joe Rogan fairly recently. And... he just, I guess this is like kind of like a more mainstream audience's exposure to his lovable brand of bullshit. Now, don't get me wrong. Hulk Hogan is the greatest professional wrestler ever, and it's not close. He's the greatest good guy. He's the greatest bad guy. He's got the best ring psychology. He's got the best charisma. He is an adequate technical... Oh, thank you. I will keep rambling on. He's not like the best technical wrestler, but if you watch his Japanese matches, he's decent. Like, he knows what he's doing. So I love Hulk Hogan. I love Thunder in Paradise. I love Baywatch. I love the Dungeon of Doom. I love his 80s WWF stuff, his 90s WCW stuff that's like cartoony, and then the whole like edgy Hollywood Hogan stuff. He's the best. And it's not close. He's the Michael Jordan of professional wrestling. He's the Babe Ruth of professional wrestling. He's on another stratosphere. Nobody's close. And if you think you are, you're not. So now that we've got that out of the way, Hulk Hogan is also insane and tells like these Frank Dukes level nonsense tall tales about himself, which are wildly entertaining. And he started telling him on Joe Rogan, like how, all right. So I think he floated out there that he was almost a bass player for Metallica, which is completely untrue. Although he does play bass. Like, what he does is he takes like a thread of truth and then just goes totally insane with it. I also enjoy the Make-A-Wish Kid story. Now, I think he did Wembley with Ric Flair in WCW. So he might be mistaking that situation with like SummerSlam 1992, which he was not at. But then apparently he was saying like he was backstage with Michael Jackson and Mr. T, which I don't know where he's getting that from. And then there's like some dying kid who's at the show from Make-A-Wish, and then he like dies while Hulk is in the ring, and then Hulk comes out of the ring and realizes that the kid's dead, and then like he like real life makes this song called Hulkster in Heaven, which is like phenomenal. It's totally insane. He's got these like MIDI flutes playing and stuff like that, and he's just kind of doing this like Kenny Rogers narration or Johnny Cash narration, but like about this dead kid who doesn't exist. It's like the best thing ever. And he's like, I used to tear my shirt, but then you tore my heart. It's really good. Actually, if you listen to that album, he's got a song on there where he raps to the Owen Hart theme music, which is very good. So anywho, what else did he say? Another one that I really like is that, and I don't know if he said this on Joe Rogan, but he said it other times, that he was the first one to slam Andre the Giant, and then Andre the Giant died 3 days later, which none of that is true. Now, he is the first one to famously slam Andre the Giant on like American television. That is true. So yeah, total props for that. But Andre did not die like a few days after WrestleMania 3. He died like, I mean, unless Hulk is messing up days and years, which, I mean, some of these wrestlers do get kind of punch drunk, but like he's not. Hulk is a sharp guy. Like he knows what he's doing. So yeah, like Andre the Giant, I think, died in 1992, and WrestleMania 3 was in like 1987. So I have no idea what the hell Hulk is talking about, you know. And then he claimed he was the one that turned cats and dogs against each other. So, yeah, I love Hulk Hogan, and his insane storytelling makes me love him even more. But he's so full of shit that it's like, I don't know. It's like you can't believe anything that he says, and part of that is kind of endearing, and another part of it is like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, are you like high right now? I don't know. But I guess that, I mean, since he lives in a cartoon world, it would make sense that he's like, he projects that cartoon persona. He's always working, you know. And actually, if you watch Justin Wang's new video on Rick Rude, that's an interesting one. I heard the rumor that Rick Rude accidentally made his penis fall. So, and I believe, like, I drug addicts do this. Like, they'll directly intravenously shoot things, right? So, legend has it that Rick Rude tried to shoot Viagra into his genitals to try to speed up the process. And that then led to an infection, which then led to an amputation. And since Rick Rude, like his whole pro wrestling persona was this like this oversexed ladies man, and now he had screwed up so badly that he had like nothing down there, you know, he killed himself. I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounds feasible because wrestlers shoot up all the time. Their gimmicks and their lives become intertwined, and it just sounds like a horrible, tragic thing to happen. I mean, Rick Rude dying young is still a tragic thing, no matter what. I certainly hope that didn't happen, because I don't wish that on anybody. Even Dick Cheney, who's a horrible person, and his heart is made of Legos. Hi, John. How are you doing? It's good having you on, my friend. So. I've been rambling about professional wrestling, TV psychics, my overpriced Saratoga shoes, Tijuana. Diego just got back from Tijuana. I started complaining about Italian stereotypes that I don't like mafia bullshit. I do like Super Mario Brothers. That's a good Italian stereotype. If you were to make an Italian baseball team called the Wops and put my face on it, I would be totally fine with that. Yeah. I should probably play some Final Fantasy 15 here. I'm on like chapter 14 of 15 on this thing, so we may beat it tonight. I'm not sure. So we'll just we'll see what happens. And hopefully a good time will be had by all. Yes, you are same way with the drug cartels. Yeah, man, like, yeah, don't, like, I don't know, people romanticize stupid shit, you know, so. You know what I always found interesting is that, like, all these liberals, not to get, like, overly political here, but, because I'm not, like, a huge Trump guy, but our system has gotten so screwed up that he's sometimes the lesser of two evils, which is saying a lot about the system, because he's a goofy professional wrestler, used car salesman who's always wheeling and dealing, and he's a cartoon character, and he's self-promoting, but I don't think he's, like, that degree of sinister of, like, kind of the system. But like when Trump gets criticized by white liberals, they'll say, like, oh, he's, you know, he talks about, like, the border wall, and he's like a, you know, grotesque capitalist alpha male, right? So, like, what are all of these white liberals' favorite shows? Breaking Bad and Mad Men. When Breaking Bad, Trump is a cartoon character. There's no question he's a cartoon character. He's a WWE character, and he is. Like, if you watch his, like, stuff, it is his WWE promos. I mean, and it just is what it is, you know. And he's always negotiating. Like, it's just, like, if you've ever bought a car, you can understand Donald Trump, because, like, he starts off putting himself, like, in the highest possible position, and his opponents in the lowest possible position. It's like a negotiation, right? So you start out with some outlandish request, and the other person has, like, another extreme request that's the opposite of that, and you kind of whittle that down into a compromise. And that's just completely how he operates, you know. Like, if you know, he starts off sounding totally insane, and then all of a sudden it's kind of reasonable, but he's still promoting himself. And, like, it's, I don't know, but anyway, but yeah, like, so all these, like, white liberals, like to fantasize about, like, Latin American drug dealers coming over the border, being totally violent and amoral, and they watch shows about them brutally killing other people. And that's high drama. And then they love guys like Donald Trump when they look like John Hamm or the guy who played Christian Grey in 50 Shades of Grey. It's just that Donald Trump is, like, a fat 70-something with a, you know, messed up hair transplant and a bad spray tan. Which, by the way, in all fairness, his spray tanning is getting a little better. Like, I think Melania told him, she's like, look, stop stealing my bronzer because it's getting to be too much. Like, remember when I've said this before, when he had COVID, like, you know, when people get sick, they get pale, right? COVID Trump was, like, a normal skin color, right? Like, usually people who are, like, depleted of oxygen get very, like, pale and discolored, but he was, like, looked really healthy because his normal skin color was, like, super orange, and it just kind of, like, whittled it. It's like you have the color turned way up too high on your TV, and it's like you got turned down to normal, you know. Anyway, but yeah, so but I don't even know how I got started on this, but he's a goof, and yeah, I don't know. I don't want to, like, you know, I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm afraid that, like, sometimes people, like, may shun me because I'm not as negative about him as them, you know, but I'm just being realistic, you know, I'm just being honest, you know, like, I've never ever, like, shunned someone over politics, even if I disagree with them, you know. And, you know, I mean, to be, no, I don't want to, like, get into it, but, like, there's some issues that I hold politically that, you know, if you disagree with them on it, some people may, like, be very, like, you know. But, I mean, I've got people from all points of perspective, like, in my, you know, the closest people to me. And I, you know, like, you don't have to agree with everybody. He was very entertaining as president in good and bad ways. If he, to be serious though, if he honestly like, if he talked honestly, like, and used his intelligence to not just be constantly promoting himself, and vilifying his enemies who do that. But the thing is, his enemies do such a good job of vilifying themselves. He doesn't, all he has to do is be honest and humble on occasion, and he could be on Mount Rushmore. And I mean, I'm serious. Like, if he tweaked just a few things, he could truly be a great president, but he doesn't, because he's not smart enough to do that. He does what he knows how to do, which is to, but promote himself and negotiate with bad people, which is that's literally what he does. And he plays the game with these bad people, and he kind of drags himself down to their level, and he's already kind of at their level, and he's an asshole, like, it's obvious. But it's like, there's this one episode of Columbo where, like, there was this fat, obnoxious Texas businessman, right? And he gets framed by murder. He gets framed. He's framed for murder by, like, the crime scene investigator who's screwing his wife. And so it's like, and Columbo knows, it's like, this guy's an asshole and he's not a good guy, but he's not as bad as this guy who's part of the system, you know? And that's basically what we have here, in my opinion. And that's not me telling you to go vote for him. I don't care if you vote for him or don't. I don't care if you like him or you don't. I don't even really like him. It's just that I think that, you know, in our screwed up political system, he's often, or at times, the lesser of the two evils, you know. And the other thing, too, is, like, his tendency to negotiate and kind of think outside the box intentionally or unintentionally, I think it causes him to do some constructive things. Like, when he says we should shut down some military bases because they're not profitable, he's not doing that out of ethics. He's doing that because he only knows how to think like a businessman. But, yeah, if we got a lot of military bases around the world and they're causing, like, instability, like, it's not promoting American imperialism, which is not good. Like, yeah, that's actually a positive thing, you know? But the other thing, too, is I think sometimes people are, like, so in the bubble, you know, that they just think that they're supposed to act and think certain ways, you know? And, that's not super helpful either. And I mean that more about the left, right? Like, people in the ivory tower, people in Washington, D.C., people in big cities, they're in, like, a hive mind, and that hive mind just automatically sees red whenever his name is mentioned, and the more complex aspects of what goes on around him and who he is and why he's popular in certain aspects of the country, I think at times gets overlooked because of the tribalism and knee-jerk reactions, which he cultivates himself because he's an attention whore. So I'm just trying to be sympathetic, critical, and honest when it comes to him. And I just try to do that with, I'm just trying to, that's what I think. I don't know. I would never want to be president because I don't want to, I don't want to get blood on my hands, and I don't want to get assassinated for not wanting to get blood on my hands. So, being heavy is the head that rests the crown, and heavy is the head that rests the Expos hat, because we're going to play some Final Fantasy 15 right now. We're going to see if we can beat that right now. So, alright. Gonna play some Final Fantasy 15 on the Xbox One. Alright. Oh, we got this new keyboard for the Super Console X. It's an RGB keyboard, and it's very pretty and cool. So, I got it for sale at GameStop. It was like, you know, I don't know, like $30 off. So, well worth the purchase. And we're going to just frame that shot a little bit. It's a little crooked. Crooked Hillary. No. This TV's more crooked than Crooked Hillary right here. I'm getting more sleepy than Sleepy Joe Biden. The worst president of all time. It's disgusting what he does. Doesn't even know how to eat an ice cream cone. Not like me. I can eat an ice cream cone, but the best is definitely since Mr. Goodbar. I don't know if I'm quite as good as Mr. Goodbar. Some scholars say that I am, but I'll leave that to them. And the American people who love me. Most popular president ever. Okay. I should have Donald Trump on my talk show. Where's my controller? And my coffee. I'm losing my mind here. All right. Strangely enough, I just always like to take my hat off when I play video games. I don't know. It's kind of like Hulk Hogan chucking off his bandana. Although I like being bald. I have nothing to hide. Bald is beautiful. Shave your head if you're thinking about it. Alright, here we go. Doo-doo-doo. Alright. I think I'm going the wrong way. It's supposed to be going upstairs, not downstairs. Unlock doors and make your way upwards. I see a green door. Or not, I don't know. Maybe I was going the right way. Ooh, can I buy things here? What is this thing here? Oh, I can buy things here. Good. I don't know if I have any money, though. I only have 53 gil. Can I sell things? Do I have anything to sell? I've got that equipped. I can sell food, though. Should I sell my cup noodles? I'm at the end of the game here, so... Yeah, what the hell. Let's sell all my food. Nine cocoa beans. Sell those sweet peppers. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to need any of this stuff at this point. I'm right at the end of the game, so... I'm not foreseeing myself needing to camp out and eat some cup noodles here. Arugula shallot. Broken harmonica. Shattered timepiece. Rare coin. Yeah, let's sell that. Oh, what the hell? Magitech core. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing selling all this stuff, but I figure I just want to, like, stock up on gil so I can, you know, get a bunch of, like, elixirs and stuff for, you know, the boss fights and whatnot. So, Magnetron. I am Magneto, master of magnet. Die, X-Chicken. Alright, I think this will do us well here. What do we got here? High elixirs, remedies, Phoenix Downs. Let's buy about 7 of those, and let's buy some high elixirs. Yeah, what the hell? Let's buy a lot of those, and maybe some Maiden's Kiss. Buy a few of those, and ether, remedy? Let's get some ether here. Never know. I need some of that. Maybe we should just get some regular elixir. Buy 10 of those. And smelling salts. Buy some of those. And we got some Phoenix Downs, Antidote, a few of those. And that still leaves us with like 8,000 gil here. What game is this? This is Final Fantasy 15. Nick, how you doing, man? I love Final Fantasy 15. Not the worst story in the world as far as Final Fantasy. I like it. I've played this game. I started this game last summer and didn't finish it, and now I'm right near the end of it, and I definitely do like it. For sure. Running up the stairs. I like Noctis. It's this cool game. Summons look cool. You know, it's I like the, you know, it seems to be a nice balance of linear and exploration if you want to go down that path. I don't, because I'm all about the linear, so I'm going to take a nap right here. The bad guy in this game, he kind of, I mean, maybe it's because I played this game kind of over the course of a year, just because of, you know, my job and just other video games and kids. The game kind of reminds me of Left 4 Dead. It's sending some Resident Evil vibes at this point, quite honestly. It's cool, man. I like the story. I like the vibe. The bad guy did kind of come out of nowhere, though. I mean, he starts off kind of like your friend, and now all of a sudden he's like just seeming. I guess that makes sense, though, you know, because he was kind of manipulating things and working from the sidelines and all that other stuff. And I'm running around in circles here, and I need to go this way because that's where I just bought stuff. Noctis and his friends are cool though. They got it. And sometimes you're like running around in this game, and it really does feel like you're walking around upstate New York, you know, but with like, you know, magic elephants. You can, you know, find magic elephants at any Cortland bar, you know. God knows. We're headed toward the exclamation point. These soldiers are better going to come to life here. Yeah, how did I know that was going to happen? It's got some kind of jump scary parts in it here. Anyone else? Alright, level 5, here we come. Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen. I'm gonna have to get Final Fantasy 16 at some point here. Well, what's really gonna have to happen is I'm eventually gonna have to break down and get a PS5 because I really want to get the new Final Fantasy 7. There's a lock, there's a key. This really funny meme that I just saw, like, you know, old Captain America, you know, that thing where he's like, no, I don't think I will. And it's like horror games saying, like, turn the brightness down so you can barely see the logo. And, like, the picture on the screen is, like, really, really, like, overly bright. It's like, no, I don't think I will. It's like, I totally do that. I do the Metal Gear Solid and Resident Evil like all the time. Just crank up the brightness. This is how I want to play it, and screw you if you say otherwise. So. Come on. Nothing up here. Anything over here? No. How about over here? No, doesn't seem so. Hey, no, it's completely off topic, but did you hear my news? No, I did not hear your news. What's your news, my friend? Anything new and exciting going on in the world of John? Feel free to share it. Playing my news. I can't find this key. Nick, do you remember? Oh, here it is, I think. Yes? No? Maybe so? So, I have a friend who lives in England, and her husband looks just like Arden. It's really funny. Just a British guy with a scarf and a sinister attitude. I really like how I can just like blow people up with my magic sometimes. Yeah, it's good stuff. Yeah, maybe, but it's only a matter of time before I kill all your guys here. Because I'm that kind of a cool badass, so... Ooh, a muscle stimulant. I hope that doesn't make me grow male breasts. I was watching a YouTube video today about how The Rock had accidentally grew breasts because of steroids, and like he wore baggy shirts because he had like scars on his chest from his boob job. You know? Yeah, you like that? Uh-huh. Powers. I got him. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, man. Should have paid more attention here. I'm going to pop a high elixir here. Is that all of them? I believe it is. Let's pause the game and see what's going on in our lovable chat. I'm in... the guy looks like Joker combined with John Wick. Hey, Nintendo 70. I'm trying to remember exactly where in the game you are. I'm on chapter 14. Sanchez Jonah, how much have you played Breath of the Wild? Not enough. I have Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. And, you know, after this game, if you want to check out Breath of the Wild, I have no issues popping that in. And by the way, Sanchez, welcome. Welcome. Yeah, I'm on chapter 14. I'm working my way toward the end. Sorry if the camera's jiggling while I'm moving up the chat here. I called a bunch of NASCAR teams and ISMA teams, not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. And all the NASCAR teams said no. But Auto Technic Racing, they race BMWs, said yes, that's cool. The guy looks like Joker combined with John Wick. Yeah, that's I think what they were going for. You're an ISMA driver. Cool, man. Well, handset 10 and 2 on the steering wheel and eyes on the road. And right on, brother. Oh, look, the bad guys are coming to life here. Wraith. There's a good movie called The Wraith. Yeah, I'm pretty tough. I'm beating the shit out of your guys here. I'm just doing it with my magic powers here that I inherited from my dead girlfriend. Stasis? Oh, yeah, that's not good. Gonna have to use my... get the hell away from me, dude. Good thing I stopped by that vending machine and bought a bunch of elixirs here. Your Wraith, Shock Trooper. Probably shouldn't be fighting all these guys, but I kind of want to level up too, so... Nick, I'm doing the right thing, you know, leveling up here, right? I should level up, right? I mean, I can handle these guys here. I figure it's like I'm getting near boss time, so and I've kind of sped through the game. Well, I haven't really. Like I said, I was playing this game. I started this game last summer, and then I never finished it. And then I said, like, this last summer, I was like, I wanted to beat it. I said, like, I wanted to beat Resident Evil 4 and Final Fantasy 15 and Mario RPG. And I beat most of I didn't get to Final Fantasy 15, and now I am, and I really like it, and so here we are. I really want to beat that Wraith, just like just to make a point, So close. Go down, you bastard. They got him. Alright, I made my point here. I beat up enough of those friends. Dude, how do I open this door here? Come on, Noel. I can figure this out. Or fail to do so. Yeah, that's all of them. Here's a nice door for me to go through. I'm gonna take another Naparoo. And check the chat. Thanks, bro. I can't believe the cars also have AC. That's cool. Because they come from the factory. It's been a long time since I played. I know I was overpowered at the end since I did so many side missions. I've done, like, no side missions. I mean, I've done some side missions. I just, like, I need to beat this story. Like, that's my thing. I don't have time. I'm not into, like... I'm fine with open world, but I want to play the story. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. So, I mean, I did some missions. I did some stuff. I'm at level 36. Take it for whatever it's worth. I don't know if that's good or bad. The enemies that I'm fighting are like 32. So I'm assuming like I'm reasonably scaled here. So, assuming these guys are going to come to life on me here. Yeah, dude, I don't care, man. I'll, like, beat up all your bad guys. This is not, like, a problem for me. Uh-oh. Well, this is a bit of a problem here. Oh. Oh, my buddies. Oh, hey, my friends. Hey, help me. I don't want to die. Ooh, ah! Oh, thank goodness. All right. Hey, the gang's back together. One thing that Final Fantasy is often very good at is, you know, really making you want to kick the bad guy's ass. And, yeah, we're going to do that. Right after we check the chat. Again, Noel, I sound like a broken record, but I love how you make everyone feel. Why... With this level, it's more of a dodging and kill. With this level, it's more of dodging and killing. That's what I'm doing, you know, dodging and killing, you know. I mean, it's working for me, right? Like, I don't... Do I really need to do anything else? I mean, I'm sure you were just, like, one-shotting people, I'm assuming, but, you know. Okay. I mean, one of my, look kind of like Persona 5. You know, I have some Persona games and I've not beaten one of them. I have Persona 1 on the, PS, Mini, PlayStation Mini. And, it's, you know, it's definitely like one of the earlier JRPGs that was translated into English, and I know they make some changes. Time for another Naparoo. I've heard Final Fantasy 16 has got an interesting story. It's got kind of a depressing ending. You know, I also do have. You know what else I just bought, and I have this on PS 4, but I bought it on the Switch. Is Dragon Quest 11. Now I know that game's long. The other thing about like the Switch version I have has like the 16-bit version of the game, which I kind of want to play more than the good graphic version, but at the same time I feel like, am I wasting the good graphic version by not playing it? But I don't know. Da, 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 da. Alright, just follow the arrow, Noel. I'm really, really, really looking forward to the new Sonic game, the Sonic Superstars game. Looks really good. 2D. You can also play as Feels, you know, one of the early concept designs for Sonic when they thought he might want to make him a bunny. They really got to put Madonna in the game, though. Alright. Where do I go? Probably here. You know, I also want to play, speaking of like, quote-unquote demakes, is, you know, they have a chibi version of Final Fantasy 15 that I think would be really fun to play. Now, this might be fun. I have the Lunar Touch on my phone. I downloaded it while I was on vacation, and it's really cool because it's got the Sega Saturn version and Japanese subtitles. So, you know, that might be a cool thing to do. We might want to try to stream off the iPhone sometime and play Lunar. And, I mean, we would have to do the, you know, kind of the traditional, like, not me in the game room. It'd be more like a generic live stream, but I don't know. Still, that Lunar Touch is pretty chill. It's a cool game. I thought it was at level 6. Alright, let's see what's in here. I'm running toward the bad guys with my friends. Except for Prompto, who's... I don't know where he is. Oh, here he is. He's on like a cross. Hey, buddy. You look like Stone Cold Steve Austin after a run-in with The Undertaker. Well, we're here, dude. Yeah. Find the device sealing Noct's powers. By the way, you're just joining. We are playing. This is the Royal Edition that's on the Xbox One. Comes with some cool Yoshitaka Amino artwork on the cover here. How was my vacation? It was good. My stepsister got married. It was the first same-sex wedding I'd been to. So, I don't know. It was very, very nice people there. It was, kind of a culture I was not familiar with. I mean, like, kind of middle-aged lesbian culture kind of thing. Like, they were all very nice, though. I mean, they were like, straight couples there too, but it was a nice wedding, Just, I got to do some dancing. I had some rum and cokes with some loved ones. I was unsure if I was seeing Phil Donahue, but then it turned out to be a lady. But she was very nice, so,
列車でも同じ音が聞こえた。近くに何かあるはずだ。武器が取り戻せるかもしれない。
So yeah, it was a very positive, cool experience with some loved ones. And I like Saratoga. It's a very pretty place, but Portland's definitely more down to earth. Can we access this thing yet?
しまってる。音はこの先からだ。進めないのか。開くよ。
What's the plot twist here? Is Prompto dead or something?
俺のとかもな。よく見てないけど。ごめん。俺ミフルハイム人なんだ。でもさすがにここで生まれたなんて。だけどみんなを仲間だって友人だって信じてきたから。この先もずっとみんなと一緒に。別に生まれなんてどこでもいいし。これから俺たちを裏切ると言われる方が信じられない。ありがとう。ただ過去は変わらない。
Yeah, no, seriously, I don't care if you were born a zombie soldier or whatever the hell this.
元から俺のことを王子扱いもしねえし。まあ確かに王子相手にも見えないな。分かったら行くぞ。ルシスの一般市民。その方がいいんだろ。不満がないなら行こう。
Alright, see what's going on in chat land here. You think Cortland's more down to earth because of the bars here? Nothing wrong with a same-sex wedding. I was on vacation in Florida. Nice. Saratoga. Okay, so let me say this here. Okay, so Saratoga is where my aunt lives. And so I've been there before, and it's like very like it's like cultured mediocrity, and I mean that in a positive way. It's like very clean, yuppie, upstate New York, like the fourth biggest horse race in the country happens there. Like it's just like it's where like people from New York City go to retire. It's like an episode of the Gilmore Girls. Like everything is very like quaint and like kind of there's some moving and shaking going on there, but you know, it's not necessarily like the big time either. Stuff's way overpriced there, but there we went to this really cool like hipster sandwich place. It was like the best, probably the best fried chicken sandwich I've had. Maybe, I don't know if it's quite as good as Chick-fil-A, but it was really good. And then we went to this other hipster place. It had really, really insanely good soup. It was like this squash bisque, and it was like really good. And you know, then I, you know, watched The Late Shift on YouTube, the end. So we stayed in an Airbnb. I mean, my house was like nice. Like our house is nicer than the B&B, but it was like it was kind of the whole experience of the place was nice. So, all right. And I did get to quickly see my aunt. She threw a bunch of cupcakes at me and said bye, you know, which was fine. All right. With all his power restored, Noctis can once again travel to the past by calling Umbra at dormitories. Head to the hangar. Okay. Okay. Eesh. Let's get away from this guy here. Whoa. Let's pop a high elixir here. Pop a high potion here. Oh, these little imp things. The combat in this game, I mean, I do like turn-based, but this is not bad at all here. The alternating between magic and physical attacks. Man, it doesn't like having to itch your stubble while dealing with enemies here. Alright, what's left here? Is that it? There we go.
先に進もう。ノクト、指輪したんだね。まあな、武器取られるわ、仲間は誰もいなくなるわ。一人でも戦えんのがいねえと、クリスタルも探せねえし。お前ら守ったり助けたりもできねえだろ。
晴れてようやく王様か。長かったな。
その意味は重いとは思うが、ノクトならやれるはずだ。まあ、武器は取り戻したからな。お前らもちゃんと戦えよ。
Going up the stairs and I found something on the floor. Alright, alright, where do I go here? Which is, again, par for the course with my terrible sense of direction. Alright, so... I like how you just, like, constantly run into your friends in this game. And I don't mean, like, socially. I mean actually running into them. And you guys are, like, tripping over each other. I don't know... There we go. No. Yes, no, no. Ah, come on. I don't think there's anything in here that can help. Other than, you know, the thing I did to get my powers back here. I've started saying par for the course. For some reason, this game reminds me of Genshin. I should play Genshin. Food fight. Yeah, you know, I've never been in a food fight, and I would really like to be in one at some point. As long as I'm not wearing a shirt that I like, you know. I'd like to, you know, be able to prep for the food fight, you know. I have no idea if this is the right way or not. Well, yes it is. Bad guys. I should probably take an elixir here. I still don't know if I'm going the right way here. No, I'm not. Gosh darn it. That's a dead end. Let's see, a bunch of luggage. might as well take a naparoo. Can't hurt to save. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to be. Dude, there's got to be a way around here. Alright, I think this has got to be the right path here. I'm just going by. If I'm running into like enemies, this is the right path here. I'm using my magic attacks and I'm taking an elixir now.
ビッグスとウェッジは脱出できただろうか。何かあったの？
手前でちっと襲われてな。
生きてる。絶対また会える。ノクト、もう少しゆっくり歩いてくんない？
Alright, come on.
あとはクリスタルだ。
入れねえ場所だったな。
俺の腕なら吹くよ。この要塞内の鍵は全部ね。泥棒みてえな言い方だな。開けないよ。
Ooh, wait. Can I,
レガリア、どこに置いてきたの？
外。
wait, how do I absorb again? Here it is.
動かなくなってしまってな。最後まで俺たちを守ってくれたよ。
Let's see what else I can do here. Wait, no. There it is. Where's the... There it is, okay. Fire inventory is full. Okay. Well, we're all stocked up on goodies here. It's not the right way, though. Well, I might as well go check the chat shop here, so. You might want to have your mouth open when you have your food fight. Yes, yes. Actually, I might want to have my mouth open when I get a snack, which I think is going to be right now. Okay. Why don't we retire to the kitchen momentarily, and we'll have some pudding. You think I'm being funny, but I'm actually quite serious, so... So we'll take a little snack break here. It's 12:30. Should be when Dave Letterman or Conan O'Brien would come on. And we'll pull up a stool and have a little chit chat here. Okay. What do we got here? Leftover. Oh man, am I out of pudding? No, I have pudding. All right. I want my pudding. See, it's pudding right here. So yeah, Final Fantasy 15. That's coming along well. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab a spoon. Oh. Yeah, so with my kids who have both gotten sick, I'm, rightly I think paranoid that some kind of illness is gonna befell me. Imagine a Final Fantasy 20. It's gonna happen. I'll send you a picture of my team logo. Cool. I usually prefer Final Fantasy stories to Dragon Quest stories. Not that I don't like Dragon Quest stories, but I feel Final Fantasy stories tend to be a little more zippy. But I don't like how far Final Fantasy has drifted from its formula. Although I do like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings because I do really like the modern gameplay, but to me, Final Fantasy 7, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are really the apex of the series. So, 10 is good. 13 was really good. I love 13. I liked 13 so much I cheated the first time, and then I liked it so much I replayed it again without cheating. Like back to back. 4 is really good. Especially since it's got Sideshow Bob's brother as the main character. It's really good. Yeah. Final Fantasy 7, dude. That's just the best. There's just no way around it. I guess everyone's biased toward their first RPG, but the game was so good. Like, that's the game I could play in Japanese and still and not speak Japanese and be able to play it. You just like the video. Well, like and subscribe. I'm sniffing around 1960 for my sub count, so we're getting to be just about like 40 more subscribers till we get to that 2K. So tell your friends, get your grandma to subscribe. I'm still not monetized. I have so much copyrighted stuff. It's just like, I don't know. I'm afraid, like, I put so much effort into the YouTube channel. I don't do it for money. I do it because I like it. I'm I'm afraid if I monetize, like it will hurt my channel rather than help it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm afraid it's going to draw more scrutiny to it, and yeah, I just don't want that. Yes, the Noel ComiX YouTube channel should have a billboard. Absolutely, it should. This pudding is really good. I don't know what it is. It's like butterscotch meringue stuff. It's brought to us by the fine people at Snack Pack. Oh yeah, Diego usually likes to have a snack. Here comes the aeroplane. I'm doing this for love of YouTube and not the money. Well, I mean, I don't have any actual devotion to the corporation of YouTube. These seem to be at Final Fantasy games are the best. They're really good. It's like I remember YouTube when it was like just starting out, you know, and it was like random clips of cool Japanese music and like people just filming themselves doing tutorials or being funny or weblogging or whatever. And that's the YouTube that, you know, that early YouTube is what I hang on to. And, you know, when I lost the international channel, my friend Yumiko, she told me, hey, Noel, have you checked out YouTube? Because you can see Japanese stuff on YouTube. And once I found that, I was like, holy shit, this is great. And so, like, I built my whole, like, I poured all of my, like, social media persona and just self-expression into YouTube. So it's like, the YouTube corporation I could care less about. And in fact, I think, like, big tech in general is kind of not good because they're entering this kind of like weird area where they are as strong as governments in a lot of ways. They're stronger than governments, but because they're private entities, they're outside of the bounds of the Constitution. So that's like really not good. And there's a lot of like, you know, social and mental manipulation that these big tech companies do, which is terrible. But the thing is like, I've put so much into YouTube, like, I don't want to start over. I don't have, like, to be able to, like, back up everything that I've ever uploaded to YouTube. Like, I don't even, like, logistically, I don't even know how I would go about doing that. You know, so I would like to be able to maintain my YouTube and just, you know, and have YouTube act ethically, you know, but people talk about other streaming platforms and, you know, it's possible that, you know, I mean, I remember like, you know, like in the early days of the internet, you'd kind of play like whack-a-mole with websites. Like one website would be really good. Something would happen to it. So you'd have to go to the next website, you know? And I don't know. I have my theories that the reason that MySpace has not made a comeback is because whatever corporation has gotten its mitts on MySpace or you know, maybe like Mark Zuckerberg or someone is preventing it. Like, because like I've talked to people, I said, like, you know, I still have a MySpace page and they're all like, I tried to get back into mine and I couldn't, you know? And if you go into MySpace now, it's dead. Like the whole site is just dead. My site is, everything's dead. All the links are broken. Nothing works. None of your friends are on there. It's like, it used to be like, back in like 2021, I think made a video about MySpace Friend Project and Space Hey. And at that point in time, my MySpace was working. Now it's not. Like nothing, just nothing works at all on it. It's just, you can just navigate broken links. But Friend Project and Space Hay are function identical. Friend Project especially functions identically to the original MySpace. But like if you got the original MySpace back up and running, it would have a ton of traffic because now it's like Y2K nostalgia, you know. So, you know, and plus everyone's so pissed off at Facebook and everything like that. It's just this kind of like grotesque, overblown, overproduced, overcontrolled, dead-eyed, you know, kind of corporate entity. Whereas, and people remember MySpace is like, oh, that's when I could like make my own website and chat with my friends, you know, like, so people would go back to that. And I actually think it would easily outperform Facebook and things like that. I mean, the reason that Facebook overtook MySpace is because, well, I mean, there were a couple things. I think, first of all, for someone with dial-up, which I don't know if I was in the minority or the majority, Facebook just loaded faster than MySpace for me. So it was easier for me to get onto Facebook at a certain point than MySpace, even though I liked MySpace better. You know, kind of the clean uniformity of Facebook and the quick loading, and then all your friends were getting on there. It lent itself to more traffic. And, you know, MySpace, which was more fun and more cool. Like, I remember like so many times, like looking up like how to hack Facebook to make it more like MySpace, you know, but because more of my friends were going on Facebook, you know, but MySpace was better. Everything about it was better. But the thing is, if you had dial-up, it took too long to load some of your friends' pages. You know, it was like, I remember just like sitting on my one friend's page for like 5 minutes, like it just wouldn't load, you know. So, you know, for me, it was just like the migration of more people over to Facebook plus the quicker load times is why I ended up on Facebook more than MySpace. But then, you know, I started just getting sick of Facebook and, you know, wanted to go back to MySpace. And then by then I couldn't remember my password. And then I emailed MySpace and someone actually did respond to me with a password. And I was able to get back into MySpace. But by that time, I don't know if Justin Timberlake had bought it or what, but it was like all different. You know, your wall was gone. You know, everything, like they tried to streamline it more. I mean, it's still, you know, it still had the vestiges of MySpace, but, you know, no one was on it anymore. And it was just, you know, but then once I got on Friend Project, I was really excited. And I still am active on Friend Project and Space Hay, but I don't know anyone personally on those pages. I did get a couple of my friends to hop on Friend Project, but they're never on, so. But Friend Project's cool, man. It's just like the old MySpace. So, if you do want the old MySpace, go to Pimp My Profile and make all your, you know, stuff. Use all those old early 2000s HTML generator sites. They all work on Friend Project. So, and Space Hay is cool too, but it's like, it's not quite it uses like newer technology. So it's not 100% the authentic MySpace experience like Friend Project, but they did kind of streamline a couple things that some people may think it's more accessible. But I think Friend Project is better than Space Hay, but they're both fine. So, and MySpace is dead. This might date me, but I remember AOL. Oh, hell yeah. My AOL screen name was Miami Vice 0083. And then at a certain point, something happened where I had to change it. So it was Miami Vice 0083 Z, like double Zeta. And like Zeta Gundam. And yeah, AOL Instant Messenger was cool as hell. I remember I used to be on it, watch Adult Swim, watch International Channel. I had my Dell desktop, you know, chatting with friends on AOL. And yeah, it would be nice if, again, they were able to. I think I heard there was a website that was kind of like it could like reproduce the AOL Instant Messenger experience. The problem is like there's no social traffic on them, you know. there's a community of people who miss those experiences, or never left those experiences, or both. And they go back to those websites. My mom wouldn't let me have a MySpace. Well, it's not too late to get on Friend Project, John. It's literally the same experience as MySpace. Thing is, it's just like, so you will be part of a niche community on like Friend Project and, you know, all these other like Y2K sites, but it's just, it's not totally the same experience because your friends aren't on it. They're not active on it. There's not enough people active on it. And I mean, on the one hand, it's very refreshing to be like away from, you know, just the manipulative monotony of like a Facebook. But on the other hand, it's like you don't have the same contact with your friends. I'm going to grab a fistful of Pringles and get back to some Final Fantasy 13. Oh, I went to my school library, and props to them for having the first several volumes of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So that's good. Araki's new style looks like nothing like his old style. I mean, it's still really cool, but like you would have no idea who the hell this is. This is supposed to be Johnny Joestar. Like, it looks nothing like him, you know. But I do like I do like his aesthetic here, but you know, I like his 80s style better, you know. But it is what it is. I mean, I love his work. It's good stuff. I definitely feel like he drew women better in the early days. Like, take a look at that. Like, that's some good stuff right there. You know, but then I mean, I still love his new stuff too, but like, you know, stuff just has a more like harsher uniform look to it, but it does look more like fashion model-y, you know, it looks more like a slender, like Greek statue, fashion model posing kind of thing. But yeah, he's great. I love his stuff. Almost, I like it even more than barbecue Pringles right here. So, I'm way behind on JoJo Lands. So I gotta hunker down and read some of that. I don't know. It seemed like for some of JoJo Lands, the characters aren't as like purposeful. You know what I'm saying? Like take Golden Wind for example. Even though the whole thing took place in the Italian Mafia, Giorno had a very clear moral imperative, you know. In JoJo Lands, it's like, not so much. Mm-hmm. All right. I promise we're going to go back to playing games in a minute. Pringles are full of surprises. The flavors you don't think will be that good. Barbecue Pringles are really good. Okay. No. Sour cream and onion is good, but I don't know. Barbecue is the best. So num num num. Okay, let's go. This will be an interesting tape to pop in. Okay, there we go. And here we go again. Has anyone ever played the cheapy version of this game where it's supposed to be like the same? Ah, here we go. So they kind of use like the DS Final Fantasy IV graphics on it. Prompto's in trouble. So am I. That's like. Dude, I thought that guy was dead. Yeah, we'll get this guy. Gosh darn it, you know, getting really sick. That guy like just jumping down and dropping like most of my life down to nothing. Like that right there. That's not good. Trying to do some hack and slash here. Alright, let's get some of our friends back up here. And there's that. And it's just like almost dead. Dude, why won't this guy just die? He's got like no health left. Okay. I probably should have used the bed there, but whatever.
格納庫か。
広いな
中央のエレベーターに出られるか。搬入口から行けそうだ。
ノクト、もう少しゆっくり歩いてくんない？
王様、クリスタルはもうすぐだね。
Oh, we're gonna get to fight here?
ご褒美、再会を喜んで。これ、日本からのでしょ。
That's my girlfriend's dead brother here. $44 is pretty tough. So chucking my sword around here. Where is he? Blindside damage, that's a good thing. This music here. Dude, damn it. Dude, this guy's got like way too much health here. Ah, I need ether. How is he? Alright, we gotta beat this dude here. We will beat him. There's like no way we can't here. Just gotta keep moving and grooving here. Yeah, good thing I stocked up on all those like super elixirs there. Alright, come on, Iggy. Let's go back to magic here. Oh, maybe not. Hell is he? Are they even this much health left? It's gonna take forever. Like, all I do is like fight the bad guys down there. I shouldn't be like that outclassed here. Remedy. There we go. High elixir. Those two. No, I don't want to take a photo. Prompt out. Can I use my summons, like, please? Spent all that time getting them. Such an asshole. Help here. I don't know how entertaining this is for you all to watch, but we'll try to get through it here. like a phoenix. This is like typical, like a Final Fantasy where I've done something wrong and it's like taking forever to beat something here. So I like fought Jack for like 24, not 24 hours, but like 2 hours, you know? Come on. Dude, how does he keep... Is he, like, healing or something? Like... Oh my god. Oh great, now I've got some like insanity thing on me here. Well, the good news is he's down to about like halfway here. Sorry if I'm not talking much here. I'm just, you know, trying to steadily not die in this fight here. Come on, guys, stay on him. Wearing him down, slow but sure. Can I like do one of those things where like I explode with magic, you know? $9.99. What a piece of shit, man. Ruby light. There we go. Use it, dude. God darn it, man. We're so close. Go down, go down, go down, go down. Yes, we got him. I don't know if I did that the right way or not, but he lost eventually. Alright. Once we beat these guys, we'll go on to the VHS tapes here. Yeah, man, I don't want you guys to die. Man, these guys are so freaking annoying here. I'm trying to snipe them from outside here. No, I'm not leaving my friends. Screw that shit, man. I mean, I'm saved here anyway, so whatever. Even if I screw up, I can always just try it again. Maybe I should just go, actually. Oh yeah, I messed that up. I shouldn't have. I should have just gone instead of trying to fight with my friends. But you know, let me try that one more time. All right. All right, you gotta get moving and grooving here. There we go.
格納庫を封鎖します。ゲートから離れてください。
クリスタルまであと少しなのに。
There, you gotta go, 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 go.
仲間を踏み台にして目的を達成する。素晴らしい決断だよ。さあ、急げ。クリスタルの力を使ったら全てを捨てて覚悟だと。
It's okay, man. You gotta get the crystal to help your
ゲー
friends.
トが閉鎖されました。
死ぬなよ。
友達まだ生きてるかな。
Oh, yeah, I love Metal Gear Solid.
死んだ人たちどんな思いだったろうね。彼らの最後の言葉思い出せる。
すぐ戻る。絶対。
Alright.
なんか本当にあんだろうな。みんなが王様に期待してんだからな。
Ooh, got some Final Fantasy music playing here.
お疲れ様ノクト。
力を貸してくれ。違うよ。
王様は違うな。やっぱり触れるんだ。それは大昔の話。特効薬のない流行り病が蔓延した。臨機は寄生虫だった。その病に侵された者は化け物とみなされ殺された。当時ルシスに一人の男がいた。自分の体に病を吸い取り、一人で病人たちを救っていた男が、まだクリスタルに選ばれていなかった王は、その人々を救える唯一の男を殺してしまった。化け物呼ばわりしてな。俺の名前さ、あれ本名だけど正式名じゃなかったんだよね。アーデン・ルシス・チェラム。正式名。ああ、いずれは誰のせいだったか。ノクト、みんながお前を殺してもいいんだよ。クリスタルの力を得て真の王になってクリスタルにその力の
Fun fact, Crystal King, quality Fist of the North Star band. Yeah, there's got to be a way to kill this guy. Do I get Bahamut to help me on my magical journey? Through Principal Skinner's kitchen. I have never seen Bahamut look like that. Where are my friends? What is this place? Sorry if I'm not talking a lot. I'm just kind of trying to soak up as much of the story as possible here. It's always the, risky run here. What is accursed? Who's the accursed? Oh, goody. I get to sacrifice myself for the good of others. we fall further into the depths of Principal Skinner's kitchen, near the steamed hams. I do hope we get a save checkpoint before anything big happens here. And now for a message from the Church of Latter-day Saints. Roof, 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 roof. Can I please save here? It's getting late and I need to watch VHS tapes. The Chosen King's Calling. Noctis leaves his prison to find himself on Angleguard. His father's ship is moored at shore. None the worse for wearing out carries him back to Galden Quay, back to his kingdom. Interesting. Well, we'll get to chapter... I thought it was on chapter 14. It must have been on chapter 15. Either way, this is... we're nearing the end of the game, and, you know, a good time is being had by all. You know, hopefully I can beat this game soon and do a review of it. But as soon as we get to this loading screen here, we'll go to our VHS tapes. Thank you for those who stuck with the stream to bear with my nonsense here. So, okay, Final Fantasy 15. You've served us well this stream here. So, no, will you ever play Metal Gear Solid? Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, actually, I have Metal Gear Solid 5. Also, well, I have Metal Gear Solid 5 on like everything, but I have it on the Xbox One, and it's definitely on my to-do list. I've beaten every Metal Gear Solid console game but 5. I've beaten the MSX ones. I've beaten Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you know, they're awesome games. So, let's check out some VHS tapes. What time is it Eastern Standard Time? You can see it's after 1 o'clock. What is it, like 1:30? Trying to like 1:40. Okay, that's pretty late. We're not gonna have time for many tapes, but we'll see what we can get through here. So I do need to go to bed soon. But let's pop in this tape and we'll see what we got on it here. This is a tape from 1992, maybe 93, and we'll pop in this here, and that's the DVD player. So we need to switch to VCR mode here and hit play. Yep, there it is. So I wonder if I can upload this. This is the original broadcast of this Archangel episode of the X-Men here. I believe I brought this to school one day for like a show and tell where I got to like, I don't know, I can't remember if it was like before, no, it was like during class. Like for some reason I got to bring this in and we got to watch it. Maybe it was like before school or after school. But I remember I used to draw the little claw sheaths on my hand to pretend I was Wolverine. Okay, let's check out some commercials here. And some X-Men.
Ours. This isn't like Magneto or the conspirators who produced the Sentinels. They could be appealed to, reasoned with. We have to stop Apocalypse now, or there will be no future for anyone.
We'll be right back.
He's becoming a perfect look for a snake in the grass. He's bedazzling. Limbo, limbo, bee. He's the unbelievable bee guy. And he wants to be your guide on a fantastic voyage to an incredible world.
Just keep him downwind.
Of outrageously funny ghouls and riotous laughter. Now that's entertainment. Don't be left behind. Join Beetlejuice weekday mornings on Fox.
Excuse me, do you know what your son's favorite group is?
Dead Leopard. No, Dad, it's Def Leppard. You dumbass.
Do you know what your son's favorite group is?
My son's favorite group is probably Starship. He's been raised right. Thank God we live in this time. Yeah, Beetlejuice the cartoon.
But we've got to give it our best shot. We're the Space Marines. Drake, Ripley, A-Bone, Bishop, and I'm Hicks, armed with the latest high-tech heavy metal. Queen alien breathing down your back? I blast her with the bug rocker. Button heads with a bull alien? Ripley frags him with the turbo torch. Alien invasion problem? Send in the Marines.
Man, Saturday morning cartoons, they were just quality stuff.
Now, back to our program.
I wonder how much of this we can show without getting in trouble.
I have another mission for you. I recognize the mutants with Apocalypse. They were all on Muir Island, hoping for Dr. Adler's cure.
Your
But one interests
kid's
me more
favorite
than the
poop
others.
is here. I am the apocalypse. Alright, my Wolverine takes some ass here.
Rise, fog, and divert our enemy from her path. Storm, your master commands.
Thud. As good as the show was, I mean,
It'll be a while before you plague
it'd be
humanity
even
again.
better if, you know, Toei Animation still got to do this.
Dares oppose the four horsemen of the apocalypse.
sl-
We're getting a little carried away.
Oh, Wolverine, you're the best.
Pig-faced brunt couldn't take a joke. Feel the horror of war.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't mind. There were a lot of, kind of wonky animation errors, like Wolverine would have. Actually, there's a pretty famous shot of Rogue's butt here. Let's watch it here. We're going to give the viewers what they want.
You are corrupted by those who want peace. You can't oppose me. No, shut up.
There it is.
The professor was right.
I gave Archangel wings, and I will give you cake by the pound.
We are not worthy. My creatures cannot be defeated. I cannot be defeated.
We beg to differ.
Destroy them all.
I know they're doing another X-Men 97 series, but it's owned by Disney. They destroy a lot these days. I'm not optimistic at all about X-Men 97. First off, they made Storm's hair weird. They got rid of, they messed with Jean Grey's costume, so she doesn't have, that kind of bathing suit type of thing on the crotch. It's just all, gray and weird. They changed Bishop's hair for some reason. It's just if they really wanted to do a good job on that, they would have gotten Rob Liefeld and Jim Lee to, do the character designs for the show. And just, I don't know, just do a better job of maintaining the look and feel of the original.
What have I done?
What have I done? I have to go, X-Men. My planet needs me. That's not how that ended, but
We'll be right back.
remember Wolverine used to always slice through that door?
Trick Fred out of his fruity pebbles. Space Police, the alien has landed. The alien? He's after the fruitiest.
Yeah, I'm really afraid they're gonna just,
Fruity pebbles? You check
I don't know, just
check out your fruity pebbles.
the American comic industry, it's just gotten all Twittery and woke and I mean, these comic books from the 90s are supposed to be teenage boy fantasies, not ooh, Wario.
Mario, I am your master. Mario is your enemy.
The wicked imposter Wario has cast an evil spell over Mario Land.
Don't let Mario get the 6 golden coins. Don't let Mario reach the palace.
I should try to just rip this whole thing and put it on YouTube and see what happens.
Hey, Wario, destroy Mario.
Don't fall under Wario's evil spell in Super Mario Land 2. Only on Game Boy.
It's amazing fruit. Yeah, it's amazing fruit. It's amazing fruit.
Presenting the one and only fruit-bearing gummy bears. Made with the goodness of real.
Although, now that you mentioned that Disney owns X-Men, I'm sure this whole stream is going to get, screwed with. I'm going to have to probably cut a bunch of this stuff out. So enjoy it while you got it, people.
Tropical flavors too.
There's a dynamic duo on Fox. Tiny Toon Adventures. And I am Batman. Both fight for justice. Who are you? I'm your worst nightmare. Both.
Batman the Animated Series, it wasn't bad by any means, but I don't like how the oversimplified style of it became kind of a standard of animation for American cartoons. I used to love these.
It's me, that Wascally Wabbit, Bugs Bunny. Join me and my friends on Merry Melodies weekdays.
See, I used to think these were actual action figures, and I asked for them for Christmas, and Santa Claus bought me these giant rubber ones, which were really cool. And they had their 80s costumes, too. With, like, Wolverine, Nightcrawler, Magneto, Juggernaut. I have a feeling Super Dave is on this tape.
Meet the wackiest bad guys around. Watch the Tom and Jerry Kids Show afternoons and Saturday on Fox.
Now a message totally for kids. How lucky I was to get these tickets.
Hey, kids. Do you know where your parents are? Thanks.
In sports, the National Hockey League featured a busy
Hey, what's Look, honey, it's John Walsh.
Hi, folks. Do you know where your children are? Great. Do you know what your children are watching?
Not exactly.
By the age of 18, most of our kids have already spent more than 20,000 hours watching television.
20,000 hours?
Make a special point of watching your children's favorite shows with them, so you can let them know how you feel about the subjects and issues they address.
Bye, John.
Man, that's it.
Great job.
I don't understand. Is John Walsh a ghost? Like, like what the hell was that? We have to go back to the spirit realm here. He's like Joseph Joestar's stand ability. He can magically appear in TVs and give people wisdom, you know. I didn't realize. I forgot that they made like Trolls like extreme, you know. Fox 68 WSYT Syracuse. Yes, Super Dave.
Hi kids, Super Dave here. And today's animated adventure is so exciting I don't want to even tell you about it.
I remember they used to have Charles in charge on after Super Dave. It was really cool.
Show you my fabulous balloon ball stunt live. When lives are at stake and the danger too great, there is but one hero daring enough to rise to any challenge. He's incredible. He's spectacular. He's Super Dave Osborne. Daredevil for hire.
I wonder if this show was made by the same people who made Sonic, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. Which, as I've said before and I will say again, is like way, way better than the Sonic Sat AM. That show sucked, man. Sonic Sat AM was not good. I don't care what anyone says. It was dark and ugly and weird. Is that the end of the tape? Well, if it isn't, it's going to be tonight because we got to go to bed. All right. Good times. Channel 68 for Fox, and here it was 6. Interesting. Do-do-do. Do you ever watch Bobby's World? Yes. Bobby's World was hilarious. I like Captain Squash. By gosh, it's Captain Squash, here to save the day. All right, well, it's almost 2 o'clock. I got to go to bed. Got church tomorrow. Hopefully I don't catch what my kids have. I'm just whatever, you know. So, anywho, it's been fun. Thank you for watching me play Final Fantasy 13. No, 15. It's so late I can't even count anymore. Who says I'm not a good man? I don't care what they say, Noel. You're not a son of a bitch. But thank you, John. I appreciate it. You are a good man, too. And a loyal viewer, which I'm very grateful for. Right on, brother. So, anywho, it's time for bed. And thank you all for hanging in there with me. And those of you who will watch the stream in the future, enjoy. And I'm going to go bid you adieu for now. But stay tuned for more Noel ComiX YouTube action on the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. So, thanks for watching. And until next time, my name is Noel. You take care. And I will see you in the very near future for more live streaming fun and YouTube nonsense on the Noel ComiX YouTube channel. Bye-bye.